Hey guys, what's going on? Peter Cruz here. Just working on some stuff in studio. I got the bass out, so I've got laying some bass tracks. I want to talk to you today real quick about, well, NAMM. NAMM was last week. Give you some of my thoughts, and I was hoping to get some of your thoughts as well on the whole NAMM thing or whatever. Gosh, I follow the NAMM coverage from, I guess, a couple different channels or whatever on YouTube. I didn't really follow very much on any websites, just mostly on YouTube, and what little time I actually had. And I don't know. I thought it was real cool. A lot of the different new products that are coming out and stuff like that. I guess the stuff I kind of looked at the most was like guitar stuff. Rather than recording stuff, I didn't really focus much on recording stuff for whatever odd reason that was. I just didn't, I guess. But guitar-wise, I guess what really caught my attention was, Carbon came out with some new gear, some new basses, some new guitars, some new custom shop options, and that sort of thing. Now they have a new wood black Carina, and the new extended scale 7-string. That was really cool. I might have to look at that for my 7-string. And of course, Hughes and Kettner with the Grandmeister 36. Now, granted, they had already released it in Europe a few months back, I think in October. But the official launch for the U.S. and the U.S. market was actually NAMM. So I think now if you look at most of the online retailers, they're showing availability late February. So, and that Grandmeister 36 looks pretty hot, have to say. In Seymour Duncan, some new pickups. In particular, what really caught my ear was the Jason Becker model, the Perpetual Burn, I think they call it. That definitely looks interesting. And probably some other odds and ends that I'm just forgetting. Fender with the Yngwie accessory line, which I really think is kind of over the top. I love Malmsteen to no end, but I don't know. Like Yngwie signal cables and strings and the whole bit. Granted, I can understand monetizing the brand, but at what point do you draw the line? But I will say this. And I actually had planned to do a blog about this. I just don't have the time. But I'll just kind of touch on it here, and maybe I'll expand on it on a future video. The signature model thing. Personally, I think you're worthy of a signature model if you meet a certain criteria. Okay, and I guess my criteria for who would be worthy of a signature model from any company, is considerably higher than what the industry considers to be worthy, in and of itself. Granted, I'm sure they use it as a cash cow, but case in point, Malmsteen absolutely deserves any signature, anything that he has. Signature Marshall, signature Strat, signature volume potentiometer from Seymour Duncan, signature pickups with Seymour Duncan, previously with DiMarzio wasn't technically his signature because it was an HS3. It's one he was using, and they advertised him using it, but it didn't have Yngwie's name on it. Now he's got strings, now he's got cables, and he's got gig bags, all through Fender, with their partnership. And then I look at, and granted, Fender's got signature models for, half a gazillion people, I tried to find one on their website, oddly enough, for Jimi Hendrix, and I couldn't find one. So, don't know if there's an actual official Jimi Hendrix Strat out there or not. Maybe there's a state issue, agreement-wise or whatever, and they're not able to use his name or can't reach an agreement to do that. So that might be what's holding it up. But to me, Hendrix absolutely is worthy of a signature model. Malmsteen, absolutely. Then you start getting into some other people that probably, in my opinion, I'd be like, really? I'm not going to call out names or nothing. That's not what this is about. And again, I'll expand on this more in another video probably. And like Ibanez, for example, Ibanez I think have more signature models than they actually have regular models. It seems like every every other band has got, you know, guitarists in it who have a signature model with Ibanez, and I'm like, who the heck are they? Never heard of them before. And it's a considerable list. So again, I won't go into details. I'll research all this, and I'll probably do a video in the future on it. But signatures, you know, the whole signature series with Fender and Yngwie, that was real interesting. I mean, he's got a tuner. I think I'll get to tuner, you know, because I mean, I could always use another clip-on tuner. Plus it'd be branded Yngwie, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, the strings, I probably won't use the strings, honestly. I mean, I'm a boomers guy. I'm happy with boomers, so I'll just use boomers. And I mean, the gig bag, again, I mean, I don't have the need for it. And why would Yngwie have, and just answer me this, why would Yngwie actually have a signature instrument cable? The guy's wireless on stage like 99.99% of the time anyway. If anything, Fender should do a Yngwie signature wireless. That's just me. But then again, Fender doesn't make the wireless. It's probably Shure or Nady or whoever that may, Sennheiser probably, or whoever. I mean, I don't even know who makes that. I have to look up his online rig or whatever somewhere. But to me, that would make more sense than a instrument cable. Granted, the price point would probably be out of touch for most people, yada, 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 yada. And again, Fender probably doesn't do wireless units themselves, so anyway, that might be more the issue there. So, any case, so what are your thoughts of NAMM? You know, what gear did you see videos about, hear about, that really caught your ear? Whose coverage did you end up watching? You know, did you find that, you know, YouTube channel or website or whatever magazine had this great coverage and that great coverage? I mean, what'd you think? So, apart from the gear, let me just give you my my favorite moments, I guess you could say, from YouTube. Okay, I mean from YouTube from regarding the NAMM show, and there were two. Okay, one was what I'm calling the Big Four, actually the Big Five. There was this video, I believe, on the Tone King's channel, where it was the Tone King, Andy Garcia, Paul Riario from Guitar World, and Fluff. And I just thought that was a super kick-ass video. I mean, these big personalities on YouTube talking about, you know, branding and, you know, intros on their videos, all kinds of stuff. And I just ate that whole thing right up. I just love it was just so candid. It was great, and I loved it. So all four of you guys, you all rock. Thank you so much. And another highlight I had on the YouTube coverage for NAMM was PixxyLixx. He hasn't done an official full-on video just yet, but he did like a trailer, a coming soon type thing. And it's like 26 seconds long, and it was a hoot. I mean, it was hysterical. He got a hold of like Chappers, got a hold of Captain Lee from Anderton's, and a whole bunch of, you know, the Tone King, and he got a hold of a bunch of other people at NAMM, and they all did the "What's up, dudes?" And I just thought that's really cool. So I'm sure the video is going to be hysterical. It's going to be really fun, and Steve's a really, really cool guy to watch. So. I'm looking forward to that final bit. So those are probably my two highlights that I really enjoyed watching, that put a smile on my face, and I really took in, you know, the content. So that's all I had for today, guys. I'm gonna get back to working on the Atlanta suite, and I got the Tone King's project also. So rock on, guys. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't already, hit like down below, please, and go ahead and subscribe. And rock on, and we'll catch you later.